The juice is loose.
LJH crew, what's going on? Thank you once again for clicking on another video. And yes, as Beetlejuice said, the juice is loose. This will be a spoiler review for Beetlejuice Bettlejuice. Just got out of the theater. And I got a lot to say. I'm going to go ahead and give a quick rundown of what the basic plot is here, and then we'll go from there. Here's the thing. It's good. However, there's a lot going on in this movie. It's got too many stories going on at once. And for me, it was a little all over the place. So basically, in this movie, Lydia is a medium. They discovered that she has the powers, obviously, when she was little, with Adam and Barbara. And it addresses Adam and Barbara have had a loophole, they moved on. Charles has passed away from a shark attack. Beetlejuice's wife is accidentally let loose from boxes because she was chopped up and she was crazy, so it was some kind of soul sucker, so they had to, they did whatever to lock her up in like a weird dead thing archive. So it begins with Charles's funeral and everybody coping and whatever, and it goes from there. Then we see Astrid, which is Lydia's daughter, meet a boy, and it turns out that he's a ghost and had killed his entire family and can't leave the premise, and tricks Astrid into going into the afterlife, and so that he can switch bodies, not bodies, but souls, in part for him, so that he can live and go on. And that's where Lydia basically has to contact Beetlejuice, and a little bit more to it than what I'm explaining, but basically asks Beetlejuice for help. And Beetlejuice, being Beetlejuice, who's obsessed with Lydia, says, "Only if you agree to marry me, I still love you." And meanwhile, Beetlejuice has a cop looking for him, and his ex-wife, who's trying to suck out his soul. And like I said, there's a lot going on in this film. And everything ends up working out for the best and stuff like that. And, Beetlejuice helps her. And of course, Astrid finds a loophole in the Beetlejuice contract with Lydia about the marriage. And so they'll end up getting married, and Beetlejuice ends up, just being there. Not really the main villain. The showdown between Beetlejuice and his wife is quick. After they meet back up, sandworm, typical kills, dies, whatever. And then Dealey accidentally dies and ends up in the afterlife, and ends up reuniting with Charles, which they have no head, so that's how they get away with getting him in the film, and it's just some random voice actor. I know I'm not explaining this completely in order or stuff like that. If you've seen it, let me know. And there's a nice tribute to the musical, which they do, like with the possession scene in the church and stuff like that. It was funny. My main thoughts of this movie, I had a lot of fun with it. I did. But it really wasn't what I expected. I think it's, when I saw the one review from one of my other reviewers that I watch here on YouTube, he said if you're a Beetlejuice fan, you're either going to really love it or you're going to really hate it. I'm in between. I had fun with it, but I feel like they could have shown us more and did a little bit more. You know, once the ending kind of came, they kind of clumped all the storylines together and it kind of ended quick. It was a good time, but I'm going to give my grade point average here, and then we'll go from there. Comedy wise, I'm going to give it a solid B. You know, Beetlejuice is in the film a lot more this time, and it is very comical and it is very fun. You know, Tim Burton did a really good job with that. Drama wise, I'm going to give it also a B. The stuff that Lydia and Astrid go through with Delia and learning to cope with the father and learning to cope with each other and the loss of Astrid's dad, which was Lydia's husband. How they never got through it and it kind of screwed everything up. Good. And Astrid having to learn and actually believe in her mom's ability because she always thought it was bullshit. Really leveled things out. Suspense wise, I'm going to give it a C because it builds it up for like a big climax ending, and if I honestly am giving my opinion, the ending is a little disappointing as far as, you know, Beetlejuice meeting up with the ex and having a final showdown and all that.
I didn't understand that.
It could have been done better. Sorry, my phone thought I was talking to it. Could have been done better. Thrill-wise, again, C. Like, the build to the ending could have been a lot. The final climax could have been better, you know. And horror-wise, it's got a lot of fun little horror elements. I'll give that a solid B. Now my score altogether on this, I'm going to give it a solid B. Well, not a solid. I'm going to give it a B minus. I did enjoy it. However, I did think they could do so much more with it. But I had a good time. Is it worth watching? My answer to you is yes. Is it worth the theater? Absolutely. It's a good theater, good time, and a lot of fun. And of course, I will be buying it in 4K Blu-ray when it comes out and adding it to the collection. And yeah, definitely. And do I think it'll be a third film? I do think there'll be a third film. I do think Tim Burton will work on it and get it done with Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, and Catherine O'Hara. And of course, Jenny Ortega. I do see William Dafoe returning. I do think there'll be another film. I just don't think we'll see it until at least like 2027. But yeah, my final review on this is a solid B minus. I do think it's enjoyable. It is worth seeing in theaters, and it is worth the watch. It was a lot of fun. I just wish they had done more with it and didn't clump all the storylines into one like big clump. I'll say clump again, because the movie is all over the place. But like I said, it's a great watch, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and it does have its moments and its fun moments and great innuendos to the first film. It addresses, like I said, Adam and Barbara moving on, you know, stuff like that. So it is a good movie. I just can't give it a full A plus because, like I said, I feel like it could have done more with it, and I do think it could have been a little longer than an hour and 44 minutes, but give or take, that's just how I feel. But definitely go out and see it, and let me know if you guys have seen it. If you have seen it, what you think of it. Leave comments down below. If you're going to go see it, leave comments down below. Start a conversation. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you thought of the movie. And with that being said, guys, this does end another video. Give this video a massive thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit those notification bells so you know when I post a video. Check out the TikTok at The Real LJ's Productions as well. And remember, 500 subscribers and give away a copy of Spider-Man 2. It is still here. And I hope to see you all real soon. And I will see you in the next one. And with that being said, as they say in the movies, cue the lights.